Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf here. Got a couple things on my mind. How can I start off tonight? In my 52 some odd years, I've never seen a more, how can I put it, gracious family, a more gracious first family than the Obamas. And I mean that. I've seen several presidents as I've been growing up, and like I said, but I've never seen a more gracious family. I've never seen a more publicly gracious family than the Obamas. I watched that moving, powerful speech from President Obama. I hadn't seen all of it, but I saw a number of excerpts from it, and even I got moved by that alone. Then I saw Michelle Obama's appearance, her final appearance as First Lady on Jimmy Fallon. Oh my God, it was incredible. Even during the fun parts, and even during the other parts where they showed people were put up looking at her portrait, talking about what they thought about her, and then she surprised them coming out behind the portrait and hugging them. It was moving. It actually moved me. And there was a part on Fallon where he does the little thing where he writes notes and stuff, and even that moved me. And then I thought about it. I was like, wow. I know I talked about President Obama's speech and all of that, and really, for me personally, as far as Michelle Obama, all the hate, same thing with the president, but I think they really wrote her, man. All the hate mongers and hate people who talk a lot of bullshit about her, man. A lot of trash, a lot of nasty, negative, nasty stuff about her that was uncalled for, completely uncalled for, and disrespectful. And it really, really got under my skin many times over. That this woman, who was the First Lady of the United States of America, get disrespected the way she did, and yet she was just as charming and as eloquent as I've ever seen any First Lady in my entire life. And she dealt with it with grace. That, I admire her for that. She rose above the bullshit, as they say. And that's class. I don't give a fuck what nobody on this planet got to say about her, negative or positively. But I know damn well that woman rose above the bullshit. That's class. Very classy woman. I had to think about all of the really good things I want to say about her. She's a class act. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Mr. President couldn't have picked a better First Lady to be his wife. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But it's just the fact that she was so gracious among all the mess that people were talking about, all the stuff she tried to move on, and the different programs that she tried to enact about education and taking care of your health and all of that stuff, man, for young people and all of that, and all of the things that she did. I mean, it's just like, I really admire her. I thought I had to think about the 8 years that that people try to put negative vibes about her, try to say she was a man, all that bullshit, man. And it angered me. It angered me very much so. And yes, she took it with so much grace. And I'm really, I'm as enamored about what she had to deal with as I am about the president dealing with what he had to deal with this crooked ass Congress. Oh yeah, I said it. They are a power couple of all power couples as far as I'm concerned. you know, and they got through the storm, you know, despite the adversity, not only among white people, but some of our own people, you know. But you gotta give the First Lady props, man. She stood on her own, man, just as well as the president himself. She stood her ground, and she rose above the bullshit. And that's what I call a First Lady. That's I had to say that. I had to get it off my chest, man. It just really, for me personally, I felt that she needed to get her props from me personally, from my heart. And I mean that. You know. And First Lady, like I said about the president, good luck to you and the family with all your endeavors. I know you're going to do great, go on to continue to do great things. I really mean that, because ain't nobody going to stop your show, baby. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because people just hate. And I was thinking about that too, because I've dealt with that myself in my own life, within people I know, my own family as well. You know, just hate, man. You know, it's the same thing, you know, and it's like people just, you got your own people, your own backing, people who you think are going to have your back. And the same thing with what happened with the president. People you think are going to have your back are the very people who want to sit there and try to destroy you at the same time. I went through that. I know how it is. I've been there. Not what I heard. This is what I actually went through. You know? And at times it hurts. Yeah, I was just telling somebody about that last night. It hurts like hell. You know, it do. When your own people who you're trying to have their best effort turn around and got something fucked up to say about you. You know? They smile in front of you and talking about, we got your back and all that other bullshit. And then when, you know, at some point, they get jealous of what you're doing, or they feel you ain't doing enough, then they want to talk shit about you. I've been down that road. I've been down that road once too many times. But you know what? Just like Michelle Obama and just like the president, they rose above the bullshit. Now, I don't agree with everything that the president has done. I don't agree with every single part. I agree with a number of stuff he's done, and I think there's other things he could have done better. But I'm going to be honest with you. Jesus, traffic makes me sick. They got the worst traffic in the area. I'm not kidding. And they just don't, you know, it just never stops. And you going to just try to come up in any... Don't you see me in front of you, dumbass? God, these people cannot drive. It's scary how bad people drive in this area. I mean, it's terrible. You know? Ain't one minute. Boy, I tell you. These are some dumb driving people. I swear it is. But it's just the fact that you know, when you rise above the BS, and this should really be a teachable lesson for everybody. You know, you don't let bullshit keep you down. I mean that literally. You have to be the one to rise above the BS. You know, Joe Biden. I wanted to talk about him too, and he got a special presidential Medal of Freedom, I believe, and he was moved. He was very moved by it, and I was moved too. Actually, I didn't get to hear the audio format. I didn't get to hear the audio, so nevertheless, why does let me take a pause on that for a second. These people drive so stupid out here. Now, why this car on the fucking left is going to try to jump in front of me before I even... He riding right alongside me. I could barely see the signal. But yeah, he's going to think I'm just going to just get over anyway. No, you don't do that, motherfucker. You got to be in my line of sight, you asshole. Excuse me, I'm sorry. See, this is a perfectly good conversation I was talking about Joe Biden. I'm dealing with the stupid shit out here with this traffic. But nevertheless, what I was going to say is that Joe Biden got the Presidential Medal of Freedom. I think it was for excellence, but I'm not sure exactly what. Maybe I'll look it up and talk about another segment. But I was moved by him because Joe Biden, long before it, and I was really in awe of him for a very long time, because Joe Biden is one of the few politicians who actually will come out like a pit bull and bite your ass. He really is a fighter. He's a fighter for the people. He has been for a long time. Especially in his home state of Delaware and everything else. I mean, he's always been a pit bull. I'm telling you. I've always liked his gruff, man. Mad respect for him. And he went through a lot himself. And Joe Biden also, for damn sure, rose above the bullshit. He lost his wife and daughter, and I think his wife and child, I don't know if his daughter or son, in a car accident many years ago. And then he lost his son a few years ago to cancer. I mean, and he kept on rising above the BS. And I think he deserved that award. I really do. And I even admire him. I admire him long before he even got with President Obama. Well before that. So I've been a big fan. And I was glad that President Obama picked Joe Biden. I actually like Joe Biden. Now, maybe a couple things he said a while back that I wasn't too crazy about. But this fool right here. Don't you see me right here? Damn. Boy, these people, man. They cannot drive. All right, well, like I said, my hat's off to him, too. These people can't drive worth a 2 damn cents around in there. I swear to God, they just, boy, oh boy. They can't drive. Oh, Lord, man. Well, next week is going to be busy, boy, I tell you. This, oh, man. Well, anyway, I'm going to attempt to do Blog Talk Radio. Probably not tonight. It's going to be sometime between 9 and this weekend. And I know for certain by Monday I'm going to have Blog Talk Radio back up, because I got to do a special. I'm going to do a special show briefly talking about the president's legacy and its influence from Dr. King's era. We got to talk about that. Jeez. Everybody came in town this week. Anyway, but because my brother Junior wants to actually do another show. Since we did talk last time, he lost his friend. His friend actually suffered a heart attack. I think he suffered a heart attack and died a few months ago. His friend Johnny, I was trying to get on the show too, because he was a very, very entertaining guy, really nice guy. He had a few issues, but he was an awesome guy, and he actually had a lot to say himself. And I desperately tried to get him on the show. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to. Oh, shut up. And really a shame. But I may end up dedicating that show to him. But my brother actually, he wants to come on there. He got a lot on his mind. I got a lot on my mind. We got a lot of things to address, man. That's why I was thinking the reason why I love doing podcasting, because podcasting for me, and I'm going to be honest with you, podcasting for me is it's therapeutic. It's a way to be able to express and say the things that I want to say that I can't say anywhere else publicly except in this platform without blogging. But this is blogging, it's audio blogging, but it's still blogging nevertheless. Sometimes you have to find an outlet, man, to get things off your mind, to get things off your chest. This is a good way to do it. For me personally, it's therapeutic, and I love doing it. And I love the fact that you guys listen and share, and you probably share some of the same things I share. If you don't, you always could drop a line and let me know what's on your mind. And maybe we could talk about it. Maybe we could debate about it. Maybe things that we could talk about that maybe one day will change the world for the better. You never know. Never, ever, ever know. Now, to get back on the thing about my diet right quick. I think I've talked about it already. 3 pounds I've lost in the first 9 days. And the only thing I did, I'm going to tell you, there's only one thing that I did. Okay, maybe a couple things I did. Well, really one major thing I did. Well, a couple of things I did. one of the things I did was not eat the routine processed stuff that everybody eat all the time. I cut out a lot of processed eating. I haven't ate any processed food, honestly, for the most part, in about 9 days. That's the truth. Now, I did drink a little bit of some of the sparkling cider, and last night, and that was only about maybe a fourth of a cup. I didn't even drink that much. But that's pretty much the moment. Otherwise, I've been pretty much eating salad every single night, and every single day for lunch, and I had a fruit cup. And at breakfast, I would usually have I would measure off my serving size of my granola cereal, which was 2/3 a cup. I put little raisins and mix it with some nuts and some cranberries, dried cranberries, and I might eat a banana or something, or a fruit cup. That was it. Lunch, had salad, fruit cup, or banana. That was it. Have either fruit cup or banana as a snack. Then at dinner I have another salad. Now maybe tonight I might have, maybe not a salad, maybe just a fruit cup and call it a night. So I'm trying to teach my body that I don't need to feed a Sherman tank to get full or to be satisfied, or be content with the meal that I ate. I'm trying to teach myself that so I can get my body as well as my mind used to eating naturally again, which I call eating naturally, because really, if you eat all that processed food, it's not natural. It's the foods, and for the most part, aren't natural, and you're not even eating naturally because you're eating double the portions. That's why I think is a problem. I think places like the fast food chains like McDonald's and others have encouraged double portion eating. Okay, they started a number of years ago, where they dubbed what they call supersize. And I'll be honest, since I've been on the self-imposed diet, I lost 3 pounds. I feel that matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you this. I know my wife got totally disgusted by it. I don't have to run 6 times to the bathroom every day like I used to do. And I usually now only go maybe a couple of times a day. That's it. Now I'm talking about relieving of my bladder itself. Because now it's more so that it's not pressure when it comes to eating and stuff. Then you tend to drink a lot. I still drink a lot of water, but it's not. I mean, it doesn't hold the processed food along with that. Doesn't kind of like get bound up in my system like it did before. Because it was doing that before. It's not doing that now. Which is a good thing, and I feel a lot better. I feel much better. And I don't want to go into anything right, because some of y'all might get grossed out if I tell you what I really feel about it. But it's a good thing, though. But I will say this: it does keep you very regular, and the more regular it keeps me, the better I feel. I'm gonna be honest about that. I gotta say that it keeps me very regular, but it makes me feel a whole lot better. It's like the more it does, the better I feel. I'll be honest. I really do, and I don't feel sluggish. That's the other thing. I don't even feel sluggish. I tend to have a lot more energy. Well, maybe not a whole lot, but I mean, I do have more energy while I'm up during the day. I'm not, what I'm saying? Because usually when I eat them meals, like, I could be eating like maybe like some wings and chips or something like that, or a sandwich and some chips. And man, I come out and I'll be sluggish like I don't know what, Or I'll eat something like a buffet sometime, where you be putting all that processed stuff in there, and you come up there like, I can't do it, because I could tell my body is now, when it let me know, like while I was in Vegas. Oh God, come on, you better come and walk your ass across here. tell when I was in Vegas that when I was eating, I felt, even before I was eating, before I got to Vegas, and I was eating a lot of, regular stuff that I should have been eating, all the processed stuff, I could tell it was taking a toll on me. It was slowing me down. And even my heart rate was beating faster. I didn't even tell my wife about it. My heart started beating. Yeah, I could tell. Wasn't feeling, like I should be feeling. And that was when it was available, about a month and a half ago. Almost a month. Well, not quite a month and a half ago, but about just a little over a month ago. And even when I was on a plane, I felt like, oh man, I was going to pass out at times. I felt that way about just before I started. Matter of fact, the holidays just before I started the diet. The Sunday night, my son was over, and honestly, we got finished eating a big meal there, and I felt I was gonna pass out then. I said, after I said, you know what? I can't do this no more. I got to start back eating right. So it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't get those. My heart doesn't beat like that anymore, or at least it hasn't, like it had been. Not even close. Not even close. That's number one. Number two, my regular, when I go my regular trips to the bathroom, and like I said, I don't go as often as I did before because I don't need to. I don't have as much to empty out. Number three, because I'm eating the foods I need to be eating, I feel much better. And it fulfills my hunger. A lot better with a lot less. It's amazing. That ain't amazing, but that's the way it is. But I'm really learning one thing. That I don't have to eat all of that to be happy. As the saying goes, you don't live to eat, you eat to live. And the other thing is, you are what you eat. So, if I am what I eat, I'm going to be eating right. There's a book I had bought about a year ago. I got to look for it. It was like, what would Jesus eat? And I noticed that the book itself contained a lot of different things, like fish and chicken and fruits and vegetables. I got to find that book because I want to get back on that diet. I didn't actually start. I just got the book because I wanted to see what was it that he did eat at the time that kept him fit. And really, there's food in the car. And there was quite a number of things that Jesus ate during this time that kept him healthy. So I want to be able to do, as far as eating right, based on and I think one of the things that they said he ate was figs, and I know he ate fish, of course, and I was trying to think of some other things. I know it was fish and something else. It was a number of things that, natural foods, which I need to get back to. I need to find a health food store. I used to go to, when I was younger, and even when I was a teenager, I used to go to the health food store and and buy certain foods. Matter of fact, I was doing it back in the 90s when I was still in my late 20s. I was doing a lot, and it actually did help me with my diet then, and it kept me down for a while. Matter of fact, I was on a book called Hilton Head Diet. The Hilton Head Diet allowed me to lose 25 pounds in 2 months. This was back in the 90s where I could lose the weight a little bit faster and stuff, but like I said, right now, from what I've been reading in articles and stuff, losing 3 pounds in 1 week, if you're doing it the way you should be doing it, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I probably could have lost a little bit more if it worked out a little bit more. I did do a little of it this week, not a whole lot, but I want to try to get back into it. But the good thing about this diet right here is a couple other things. I have a portion control bowl, which probably is no bigger than my hand. It's not that small, but is probably about the bowl itself, or the little container is probably about, we'll say about no more than about 3 inches wide, 3 to 4 inches wide. One side maybe about 3 to 4, and it's flat. Sitting upside is 1 inch, so it's not bad. It's just enough to put a medium, or a small to medium, like a moderately medium size salad in there. Not a big old giant salad. Because see, that's the other thing we mess up on. We tend to, for especially because I've seen bigger people than me doing. They eat these big giant salads all the time, and they put all the stuff in there, but yet they don't compensate for anything else. They'll eat that and then think, oh, it's going to help me lose weight if I eat salad every once in a while. No, you got to eat it every day. Trust me on this. I'm finding out the secret to staying healthy, at least or getting healthy again, and staying healthy. The key to it is exercise and diet. But salads have helped me lose weight before. One time I was on a salad diet where I ate nothing but salad for lunch. And I ate a moderately sensible meal, for breakfast and dinner. And I worked out like a man, but I worked like a man for 6 days a week. And I lost 40 pounds in 2 months. 40 pounds. That's a lot of weight. Think about how much 40 pounds weigh. 40 pounds. All right? And like I said, if I did it before, I can do it again. And I am going to do it again. It's the first of the year. It's January 12th. The first 12 days, so to speak, I've lost 3 pounds. I know some people are like, that ain't a lot of weight. But I started the diet last week. Okay? So after the first week, which makes this the second week, this, which was about a week and a half after the first diet, because I recorded it. I actually lost the weight. I recorded the weight loss on yesterday. So that's about a week. It was just a little bit over a week. Okay, so that's still not bad, especially for somebody. But then again, it could be water weight. I haven't quite figured that out yet. But for me personally, it's a start. Even though it could be water weight, and I hadn't worked out much, but I did hit the iron for a couple of days. I hit the iron and did push-ups for a couple of days, and like I said, it's not bad. I'm content with that, because now it started me onto a healthy plan, and tomorrow will mark the 2-week anniversary since I've been on this diet. And like I said, I'm more alert. My stomach actually doesn't feel all bubbled up and bloated after I eat a lunch. Because the focus now is not eating on a lot of heavy food. The focus is really on me eating something light that actually will allow my stomach to be able to detox myself by eating the type of the food that I'm eating, which is predominantly vegetables, which is a salad, and not putting heavy salad dressing on there, which is the other thing. I'm actually already thinking about switching to my salad dressing, to maybe like a balsamic or Italian, instead of using like the honey mustard, which I usually use. And it still ain't too bad though. But if you're going to at least use something like honey mustard, be very sparingly about it. Don't put a whole big old half of a gallon of a bottle of it in there, which I did that before. And that's probably the reason why I didn't lose as much weight before, because of that. So, and like I said, I feel much better. I don't feel like I have pressure on my stomach after I finish eating a meal, And the other thing is, I'm not as hungry. And the chicken I put in there, hasn't really, for the most part, hadn't even been that much. I say, for example, I think last night was the most that I did chicken in about a week. I put the equivalent of 2 pieces of chicken that I chopped up and put in my salad. Yep. Along with the nuts and cranberries, dried cranberries and raisins, and it was good, very good. It was so good I could almost probably eat it by itself with a little bit of the salad dressing was in there with that, But people don't take time to do the one thing I've been saying off and on for years: it's portion control. People don't even know what the hell portion control is when it comes to their eating habit, which is why a lot of people can't lose weight. Because I hear people, oh, I do this every day and I do that, and I still can't lose weight. Portion control. Trust me. Here's my recommendation, and this is my diet, my salad diet. I call it the salad diet, DJ Wolf salad diet. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Make sure you check with your doctor before getting involved with any diet and exercise, okay? Because I don't want you on something you shouldn't be on and you can't handle, all right? And you say, well, hey, you say you could. No, this is something I did for myself, but this is what I did, okay? Down here in the DMV, I go, you go to someplace like a giant supermarket, get you a bag of salad for about $4 or BJ's. My wife, I think she got the family size. It didn't look like family size to me, but anyway. So you get the family size, and you don't even have to get it with the whole, the whole vegetable, the whole leafy salads. Get it chopped. That's my favorite kind, because usually when I get vegetables, I do a salad. I usually chop it up anyway. I don't have to waste time chopping it up, or mixing it. They actually these salad packages actually are like $4 a bag. You get enough salad for 2 people. I'm not gonna lie. I might have saved some money on my grocery bill just by getting that alone. That salad usually lasts about 2 or 3 days. Yeah, between the two of us. And that's what I'm saying. And you can get your choice. They got sunflower seed salad mix, and the one I buy, I've been eating the last couple of days, is barbecue with the honey barbecue. There's a honey ranch barbecue sauce coming with it, and the fixings, little fixings that comes with it, and it's more than enough. It's more than enough. Trust me on that. And it's just as good as anything else I've eaten. It really is. I'm like, man, please. I can eat this. I've been eating salads for almost 2 weeks, and you know what? I don't even regret it. I really don't. I don't regret it at all. Yeah. I don't. And like I said, I don't get hungry. I don't have the desire to, to eat junk food. I usually don't think about it anyway. The salad actually has the sweetness, the texture, the proteins, So it has chicken, it has fruit in it, it has vegetable in it, it has nuts in it, it has one of my favorite salad dressings in it, not a whole lot. And I may drink a little bit of a natural juice, maybe like orange juice, something like that. And with water. I usually drink water with mine, because for me, water is a cleanser in itself after I eat the salad. Right? And I drink enough water, at least about 16 ounces. I usually do about 32. All right? That's me. I don't drink the entire 32 ounces. I drink half after I eat my food, and I drink the other half later. And then I might get a snack like a banana or apple, something like that. That snack on later. And or a fruit cup. All right? Make sure that fruit cup is not juices. Mostly water. Well, most fruit cups are water soluble anyway. But I don't get the fruit cups in the can. I get the fruit cups in the plastic container. Those are actually, to me, better. And they usually have a fresh date on it. So, remember, fresh bananas, little chopped salad packages you can get for $4. Lasts you for a couple of days. You can eat that for lunch and dinner. And definitely it lasts for 2 people for a couple of days. Comes with the fixings. All right, that's number 1. That's it, bananas. And you can have banana for breakfast. Then you can have banana for snack after lunch. All right. And you can try fiber granola cereal. Make sure that you eat only the recommended serving size per serving. In other words, don't be trying to add one, then go get another one the same day or at the same time. I just stick to 1 serving per breakfast day of that cereal, and I measure it off, and I put just enough milk to get up to where I can see it, and that's it. Not even a whole lot of milk. I've saved on milk, I've saved on breakfast, I've saved on dinner and lunch. Okay. Lunch, of course, salad, and the salad you can mix it up with chicken, nuts, sweeten it up a little bit with the cranberries and or raisins. Naturally sweet. Okay. That's pretty much it for that. And the chicken, you can buy the pre-cooked chicken on top of that. You don't have to buy chicken you have to cook. You can buy pre-cooked chicken for that. Dinner, again, salad. And if you get hungry, eat some sliced apples. You know, the sliced apples won't be as probably has quite the sweetness of the bananas, but at least you won't have all that sugar. And it's not sugar; it's natural, but it's naturally sweet. You know, I myself prefer green apples. My wife prefers red apples. I'm not sure why. I think green apples, for me, as far as snack, tastes better than the red apples. I don't know why, but it does. You know, I love eating whole red apples, but I love eating sliced green apples. It's weird. But nevertheless, that's pretty much all I do as far as that goes. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks, and like I said, it's helped me tremendously. It really has. Keep me more alert. Keep my body feeling a lot better. I don't get no aches anymore. I mean, seriously, and it's been 2 weeks. Yep. I don't have no little, I don't get a lot, my stomach don't feel all, jumbled up or jammed up because I've got food sitting there just laying dormant all day. And I go, and I have regular trips, not 20 trips like you normally do when you're trying to, that's the other thing. Because when I was eating all the other junk, my stomach was bubble guts all day. I don't even get that now. I don't do more than 2 trips to the bathroom per day now because I changed my eating habits. And the number one thing, I'm full. My hunger is satisfied as a result of that. So it's helped me out tremendously in a lot of ways I never realized, because you have to listen to your body. You want to be able to do right do right by your body, because they say your body is your temple and you are what you eat. Truth be told, that's the key to it. That's the key to getting over. I'm telling you, take it from a guy who has lost 25 pounds in 2 months and has lost 40 pounds in less than 3 months. I've done it. Okay, I have eyewitnesses who saw it. I was so skinny. I had lost so much weight the last time I was on a diet, about 10 years ago, matter of fact. And I worked out like a madman. So I'm not quite doing that yet. I'm gonna try to get back into it hopefully by this weekend. I lost so much weight at the time. A girl said that I looked like I was skinny. She said I looked like I was sick. And even I couldn't believe. I was like, "You sure?" I couldn't see it. I could tell because of my pant size, but I could. It's weird. When you do lose weight, you can't tell as much as other people can because people normally see you on a regular basis, and they could tell the difference after a while. They see you. It's like, wow. My colleague, she's lost some weight. I haven't asked her exactly how much, but I can see the difference. Now we're going to be doing this weight challenge, so we got to weigh in next week and do that. And I'm excited about that because I've already started on it, and I already amped my game up already. So I already got to jump on it. So, and hopefully I'm going to do more and more of it as the weeks come. All right, guys. I guess we got to deal with these fools on the roads again because they drive like they don't know what the hell they doing out here, and they just got to drive no matter what. You can't drive like you got common sense, but that's another story. But like I said, rise above the bullshit. Don't let no monkey stop the show on you. All right, guys. This is DJ Walker. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here so I can deal with these fools on the road. All right. Talk to you guys later.